In this video, we're going to look at averages, and we're going to be calculating the mode, the median, the mean and the range of these numbers here. We're going to start off with the mode. Okay, so the mode is simply the number which appears most often. When numbers are jumbled up and not in order, they do look a little bit harder to find the most common and the middle and the mean and so on. So to start off with, we're going to put these into order from smallest to biggest. So you can see here 2 is the smallest number. 2 down, and I'm going to cross that out because I've used it. 3 is next. 4 is next. Then we've got 7, another 7, a 9, and we've got a 10. So from the mode, we are looking for which of these numbers occurs most often. Now when they're in order, we can quite easily see the 7 occurs more than all the other numbers, which gives us a mode of 7. I'm going to move on to the median next. So the median is the middle of a sorted list of numbers. Now we've already sorted them from smallest to biggest. Sometimes this is referred to as ascending order, so going from small to large. And it does work slightly differently if you've got an even amount of numbers. This is odd, so I'm going to add an extra instruction video on at the end of this to show you how to deal when you've got an even amount of numbers. But for now, we're looking to find the middle. So we cross off from either side. So the 2 and the 10, the 3 and the 9, the 4 and the 7, leaving us with this middle number of 7, which gives us a median of 7. I'm going to go on to the mean now. Now the mean is the average of the numbers, and it's easy to calculate by adding them all up, then dividing how many numbers there are. So in an exam, this is what I'd write down. We've got 2, add 3, add 4, add 7, add 7, add 9, add 10. Now that is all being divided by, so I'm going to use the fraction line for that, because remember the fraction line means divided by how many numbers we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now when we add these numbers up, we get an answer of 42, and that's being divided by 7. 42 divided by 7 gives us 6, which is equal to the mean of these numbers. Now it's worth bearing in mind here that that doesn't have to be a whole number. So if you've got a decimal, when you use a calculator, it's fine. Decimal answers are okay as well. I'm going to go on to the range next. The range can be found by looking at the difference between the lowest and highest values. So we can see in our list here that the highest value is 10, the lowest value is 2. Now difference means you're going to be taking those numbers away from each other. So we've got 10, take away 2 gives us 8, which is equal to our range. Okay, if you keep posted, I'll put on a video now for the even number of numbers for the median, because it is slightly different. And look at the median with an even amount of numbers, and all I'm going to do is take these numbers and add a 1 on the start of it. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7, 9 and 10. So instead of the original 7 numbers we had, we've now got 8 numbers. Now when we look to find the median, they're in order. We start crossing out from each end, and when we reach these numbers, we end up having 2 middle numbers. Now, we can't write both of them down as a median, so we need to work out what number would be between these 2 numbers. Now, the easiest way to do this is by adding them together. So we get 4 add 7, and then dividing it by 2 because we're looking for the halfway point of these numbers. This gives us 11 divided by 2. Now 2 goes into 11 5 times with 1 out of the 2 left over. Now this can also be written as 5.5. Sometimes thinking of it as money is nice and easy as well, because if you've got £11, you split it between 2 people, you end up with £5.50 each. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching.